You'll never make MasterChef.
He's always given us a laugh, hasn't he? Mm-hmm. Driven us mad, but given us a laugh.
He makes a real effort to, when he does have time here, he makes it worthwhile. I met him on my first day at university. Yes, with the long hair, you know, and the good look and the monobrow.
But do you remember what you said to me on the first night? And I said, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up?
What did I say?
You said you wanted to be an MP.
No, did I?
Yeah.
God.
And I left the room at that point.
Yeah. You had your warning. You had your warning
I
then.
had my, I should have known.
Should have got out then if I were you.
Yeah.
He's loyal, really close to him. You can depend on him whenever you want. So to be honest with you, you couldn't wish for a better brother.
I met Andrew about 3 to 4 years ago when he brought his son down to Lee Miners to play rugby league. Comes down, gets involved with the parents. It's nice to see him on the sideline as a parent.
One of 3 brothers, very, very close-knit family, and we still are. They've always been my bedrock, always. Really, really strong, supportive. Mum and Dad did everything for us. They went to university, but they were determined that we would.
The biggest shock was when we went up for the last parents' night, wasn't it? And they said Oxbridge, and we just didn't suspect that, did we?
It's always a bit of a balancing and a juggling act. So 3 kids, 2 different schools, getting ready for work, screaming, where are your trainers, tears, shoving them out of the door, typical family life.
The way the people go to him and love him, that's what strikes me. He encompasses them, and they all flock to him and they're all happy with him.
You've always got to be true to the people who put you where you are, because if you aren't and you don't listen to them, I think you get yourself into difficulty. So I've always stayed local. This is where I grew up. People here are fantastic. They're great support to me, but they tell me what I should be doing and where I'm going wrong, and that matters, to be honest. I think it's really important that politics is rooted and connected in that way.
I met Andy when my daughter was kidnapped to Libya in 2007. He helped me get my daughter back. I was at a very low point in my life. I knew when I first met Andy that he meant business. I knew I was going to get Nadia back. It wouldn't be an overnight thing, it would take time, but he would do all he can. And I trusted him, and he did it. He got us back.
My hope is that people in Parliament will wake up to how hard it is for people out there. I don't think people realise how difficult life is for people in part-time or 0 hours work, and that constant worry about making it all add up and holding the family together. Every budget that Osborne brings forward seems to make life even more difficult for young people, stacks the odds against them even higher than they were before, and that is what motivates me in politics. The reason I'm doing this is that I've always fought against a world where the postcode of the bed you're born in pretty much determines where you end up in life.
He's in it to change lives, and all right, he's my brother, but I know he'd be the best leader for the Labour Party and for the country.
I've got to be very honest about this. I never trusted any MPs. The families didn't trust any MPs. But when you got talking to Andy, he came across as a very, very genuine guy. And I thought, let's give him a chance. Let's give this guy a chance. He was rather nervous about it. He was literally terrified because he knew, this is not going to be an easy thing to do.
Well, of course, it was hard. And I'd agonised about whether or not I should go. I'd debated it with my family. But my brother said to me, "But go if you've got something to say."
Today, as the Prime Minister has asked me to convey, we can at least pledge that 96 fellow football supporters who died will never be forgotten. And he asked us to think at this time.
And I just think the way he stood there, he did get the stick. He got the voices. When I say stick, nothing nasty. It was just all of the people who supported the families for all these years wanted him to hear what they were feeling. You could see the emotion on Andy's face. And it was genuine emotion. It wasn't just about him getting the voices at him. It was emotion on behalf of the families as well, and the 96 who lost their lives. I just thought to myself, will he take this message back? Will he be true to himself? Will he take this message back? That one man was true to his word, and that's why he'll always have my respect and admiration.
It's good to welcome back to Anfield, Andy Burnham.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. That felt better than last time. What was your call 5 years ago is mine today. Justice for the 96.
And I think above all, he has got the right values. You see it with his family, you see it with his parents, you see it with his brothers, you see it with his wife, you see it with his children. And it's a very, very close, utterly genuine and rooted series of relationships.
It's time to stop beating ourselves up. It's time to get up off the floor. This party of ours has the best values of any. This party has the best people of any. It's time to be proud of who we are.
He is undoubtedly the person that could win the election for Labour. And the Conservative press know that, and the Conservative Party know that, and that's part of what you're seeing in this fight now.
If you want somebody you can trust, if you want somebody who's going to lead the party and the country in the right direction, it's Andy.
I think he'd be a truthful leader. I think he will always stand by what's right for the ordinary people.
It's just interesting that Andy had that kind of drive even from when he was 18, so good on him for making it this far. I'm proud of him, really am.
I wouldn't want the job if it meant becoming somebody else. I wouldn't be giving up my Everton season ticket. I wouldn't be changing the things that I've always done. I wouldn't want the job if that's what it required. If people elect me as leader of the Labour Party, I won't change.